When you step inside Lincoln Financial Field, nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Right there. 54. 54. I got you. I got you. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Motion. Watch the motion. Check. Round.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, you got D?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, what?
Let's find center. Hey, echo.
Mike, 54. Right here. 54.
Shotgun now for Wentz. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
On first down, it's Farmer. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike, here we go. 180. Hey, check 37. Check 37. Jim.
Now a 1st carry for Derrick Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. I'm up. You better bring it. No, no, no. Sponge. 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 No, no, no.
21, 21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down, Titans.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 3.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. 180!
Mike 54. I don't think you got it, son.
Watch the safety creep. Stay hot. Stay hot.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Bravo.
Check, 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 check. 31's the mic. And let's get this, get this.
Here. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
From the 22, Wentz looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Farmer. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Let him know, let him know. Shit.
Man 5-7.
He's crashing.
Man 5-7. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Here.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Wentz now on first down. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54, right there.
Now Wentz again. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Mike's by 4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 20.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Hey, 74.
Check. Watch 54.
Wentz to throw again. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Titans' 15-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check.
Tyson.
Here's Wentz to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Push him back.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Lucky. Showing it.
Hey, alert.
Wide. Get wide.
This is Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
11.
Undercut. Check.
Garoppolo looking Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. 11.
You run. Safe. Kill.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Cut.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Titans.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's been a long day for you. Watch the eye.
Block.
Safety's creeping. Check. Fresno.
They'll run with Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 25 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Whip. Watch the whip.
One, Omaha.
Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, Gee. Share. Slam.
Block. Switch block.
Now it's Carson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Garoppolo to throw. And it's caught in the end end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Get him! 82!
Get him! Mike's 54!
Hey! Mike's 7!
So we got man! Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Come on, baby, come on, let's go! Here, sit!
Throwing on first is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Two. Hey, Alpha.
Go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Kill.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Two.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Jumping. Watch the twist.
Now it's Henry. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Eagles' 38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll toss it to Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's checking.
On the delay, here's Carson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Kill. Hey, Wood.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. Cooper was the target there.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check.
11. Give me that ball.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got him in. It's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Henry. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Here we go.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
That's it, baby.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, D.
To throw is Garoppolo. And caught by Henry. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check, 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 check. Check 13.
65, 65.
Man! Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
once more. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check Mike. Check your heart rate. Check.
Wentz going to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
46 down, man, 5-4.
To throw is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
51 the Mike, boy, 51. Let's put him on the button. Put that team on the button. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Kill.
Come get some.
Go.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Pac-Man.
It's our time. This is our time, guys. This is our time. Motion backfield.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You can't go. You can't block me. Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, orbit.
Rush in. Rush
5-9, 5-9.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So that'll back them up 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Out. Take 4. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again to Henry. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Titans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8.
You got tight right there. Check it back.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards. Now we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans 31. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Right there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 5-4. Bring it. Bring it. Hey, one set.
From the 24, Wentz. They'll find Miller. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way.
Here we go. Back. Waiting.
Check. Watch 54.
On 3rd down, Farmer. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
12.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come on, D! Slam!
Go!
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's into the clear. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right, here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. A gain on the play. That's good for Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mike, here we go.
Waiting!
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Listen!
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Titans' 47-yard line.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Eagles, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Titans, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.